Do you understand? Like, you know, and everybody go, oh, you'll have a good time. It wasn't, I didn't have fun the first fucking time. Yeah, all right, I held the koala bear for 30 seconds. I could have lived my whole life out without ever holding one. You know what I mean? Because it's the whole Ford Fairlane thing, you know, that I had a koala bear. So I went to a koala park and I held one and it was very cute. But believe me, if I was 90 years old now and they go, do you feel bad you never held the koala bear? No. No. I don't like my dog. What the fuck do I care about a koala bear?
Can
what
you
am I going to
describe to people no pressure comedy to pressure comedy?
Yeah, pressure comedy, because I lived a lot of it, is, you know, when I did these bigger-than-life places, and, you know, I was never into the drugs or alcohol. I did it with a straight head. So when you're facing anywhere between 15 and 21,000 people a night, there's a lot of pressure because, number one, you feel them going through you, and that's what I felt in Atlantic City when I did the Roseanne show. Like, you feel the energy of the crowd going through you. Like, it's just too much, you know, and I train every day just about. But even back then, when I was 30, I would feel it, you know, and it was just too much because I did, you know, so many tours. It was, you know, hundreds of shows like that. And when you're in a comedy club, you know, rather when you're in a comedy club and nobody's expecting you to be, when you just do a pop-up somewhere, that's when I feel no pressure at all. You know, it's just like me in a living room full of people. Even when I'm in a club, you know, it's a small environment. You know, you could really feel your laughs. You could really stretch out your material, whatever bit it might be, and you come off stage like pleased with yourself because you got better at the bit and you added things to the bit, you know, rather than having to be in front of a big crowd and just bang them over the head for 50 minutes or an hour and go, it's not the kind of show I want to do. You know, that's the one thing I realized when I did those shows with Roseanne. I go, I don't need this. I don't need to be in these, you know, bigger than life places. It's just not what I want to do, you know. And so I've been enjoying, you know, the biggest should be about, it's weird how, you know, theaters have like, rather than 2,000, they'll have 1,900 seats, you know, so they could steal the other 100 seats that they're not telling you about.
Right.
It's really 2,000, but they, you know, you got to let people steal their money. You know, it's just how the business works, you know. I remember having an argument with a guy that had a theater talking about, well, where's my, you know, percent? Well, you didn't make percentage. You know, we gave 90 tickets, comp tickets, you know, and I'm going, what does that have to do with me? They're not 90 people for me. I'm not friendly with 90 people. You know, who am I giving the tickets to? You know, he's going, well, you didn't make the percent. I go, no, but I did because you gave those away. You know, it's on you. But I don't get mad. It's like that's just part of the business, you know, that you get ripped off, you know. You're still walking away with a bundle, you know, so I can't complain about that. But, yeah, I like being in a smaller environment. Like, you know, when I'm at the Trop in Vegas, to me that's like a home away from home, the Laugh Factory, you know. So that's why I do that like once every month, once every other month, and it's just enjoyable to me. It's like
Are you interested in shooting another special?
If I did another special, it would be the only thing I got in my mind is almost like a documentary / special. And I'm not talking about stage, show clips, stage, show. Anybody doing that, and I'm telling you, if you do like an hour, don't ever leave the stage, meaning don't go to, you know, Joey on the bus coming to town and then back to stage.
I don't like that either.
It doesn't work.
Breaks it. It's like watching the stand-up special with commercials.
You know, I'll tell you the truth. I'll never forget when Pauly Shore did his first special years ago, and he goes, can I throw a concept at you? Because I was already dice and doing whatever I was doing. And he goes, so I'm going to do a special, my first special, and what I want to do, you know, and he explained like being on the bus and then cutting to the stage and, you know, then showing them with the fans and, you know, all kinds of back to the stage. I go, I wouldn't do it that way. You know, I go, once you get, I don't care if there's a lead up to the stage. I think that's good. You know, but once you're on the stage, you don't cut away. It's like when you watch Comedy Central specials, you get into the guy or the girl, and then they go to commercial.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, that's when I, go to jerk my dick off, and I'm not coming back. I'm just not coming back. You know, once it's gone, it's gone. Like, oh, let me rev up to laugh again. You know what I mean? It doesn't work that way. You know, you got, once you're on, and he's going, no, well, I want to do it this way. You know, I'll never forget. Like, after I give him the advice, I wanted to, I go, so what the fuck you even asking me for?
No, it's the worst.
And he did it that way, and it was an awful special, you know. Not that Paulie's awful, but it was an awful way to do things, you know. It's like, it just doesn't work. So if I do, like, the kind of project I want to do, it would be like, because I got hundreds of tapes of all that time, and it's like my son Max always says, he goes, you're never going to be explained the right way till you explain it, because you know your story and you know how bumpy it's been and how rough it's been. That every move I've ever made has not come without the aggravation. It's just how the career and life has gone. And I don't mind that. You know, it's just how it is, though. So, but I would know how to tell the story. You know, nobody's... Do you know who explains me better? You're Joe, Rogan. And I love when he does this, when he has a comic on, because they don't want to hear about anything other than themselves. And for whatever reason, Joe gets into talking about me to a lot of these guys, and they don't want to hear it. They're calm about it, but they don't want to fucking. And the calmer they are, the longer he talks about it. It's the greatest, because people will call me and go, you got to see this clip from Rogan. Because, like, he talks about, how comics are doing arenas today, but he goes, but Dice, when he did it, it was different. It was an explosion in the country. But he's not like, even, I love Howard Stern, but even Stern never laid it out the way Rogan does. Because it was happening when I was doing Stern was coming up. He wasn't the Howard Stern of today. He was going city to city and fighting all those guys and building his career. So I was the biggest thing in the fucking country, and I had more confidence than anybody I ever met in my life. So even he would never really give it up like that, But Rogan will go, hey, look, when Dice hit, it was like a bomb going off. It was like a bomb going off. And it's never happening again.
Don't lose that thought. I got to go pee. Keep telling Lee.
All right, I'm going to tell you.
We're going in like fucking Marines. You understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.